that girl who will listen to the inner soul. तो बहुत जरूरत है उस बेबी को नर्चर करने की जो आपके अंदर है, वो अभी भी बच्चा है.
Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation, and welcome to a transformative episode of Passion, Purpose, and Boundless Potential. Let's delve into the wisdom of Dr. Nancy Juneja, founder of Revup Life Skills, co-founder of MENTORx Global, a mother and a teacher, and a beautiful human being. Dr. Nancy, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rashi. It is a wonderful cause that you are doing it here. And I'm looking forward for a wonderful, healthy conversation with you.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so Dr. Nancy, first tell our listeners about you as an entrepreneur and a mother. Over to you.
So thank you so much. Yeah, as you gave the introduction, totally I loved over, entrepreneur, mother, as well as teacher. I guess in the career of 22 years, first time I've heard this word in this intro, and I totally love it because trust me, the journey was started in teaching only. Definitely, somewhere we got this glorious titles as educator, future entrepreneur, edupreneur, but ultimately deep rooted, we are teacher. That is the real thing which gives justice to the education today. And I feel this interview gives me a chance to be gratitude to each and every chapter of my life, whether founding Revup Life Skills, my first entrepreneur venture, or co-founding MENTORx Global, which is pertaining in around 65 countries as of now, and then definitely a global educator. Above all, a mother of two beautiful souls. Well, when I say mother of two beautiful souls, I really don't feel I bear two children biologically, because trust me, Rashi, either I've seen myself as a student or as an educator or a mentor throughout my life. I was telling you, I was belonged to a family who ran educational institutions since 3 decades. So, they ran Shanti Gyan Niketan and Shanti Gyan Vidyapeeth School in Dwarka, in the capital, heart of India, Delhi. So trust me, after my 12th standard, I, even in my holidays, used to go in my father's school and check upon, what teachers are doing, what management is doing, and a close interaction with the students. So that made me very close with the real education. And I used to feel that what is it that fills the gap between where we are and where we want to be? Is this, just academic qualification, just bookish knowledge, or it is something else? So from that point, I've been a thinker, and that what it should be to innate talent, skills, and everything apart from the bookish knowledge. And thereon started the journey of what you say as a teacher or as an educator, because I feel it's a golden triangle: parents, children, as well as management. There come the germination of Revup Life Skills, my first entrepreneur venture. It was all about life skills. Probably it was the first one freelance educator to launch in India, life skills and curriculum. So it was very new, and people used to ask, what is the need of it? And trust me, in 21st century, it is all about the skills the Gen Z have, whether it is be what we're using now, public speaking, soft skills, body language, to name a few, creative thinking, and much more. So everything is a part and parcel of life. So moving ahead with Revup Life Skills, it was a lot of schools, a lot of universities, students interaction, that I really felt that motherhood came to me even before I bear my own children. So why I told I don't feel I biologically have two, because there's so many students whom life I was able to touch, and I'm thankful to them that they've chosen me as their mentor. It was pan-India, that around 300 schools we launched our curriculum, which are still running over, and now it is overseas in Mauritius. And then if you say entrepreneurship journey, it will go on. So, it still give me goosebumps. People used to tell me that Indian educator should be in spectacles, gray hair, a sari. Only then people will take you seriously. And I was 21 hardly when I launched it. And before that, definitely I had a good chance working in corporate after my master's in Standard Chartered Bank. That gave me impetus of working, coming from business family. Because there, I was just conditioned to be a good girl and sitting as a decorative piece, and they want to settle me down, getting me married, and that's it. So that was the journey. So coming from there, Revup happened because of my kids. It was all in me. But, after wedding, after, having my first child, I really felt, why don't I start something which will hone him also? And why don't I start something which is in me? And if I look at me, there is something which cannot fade away. It was talent and skills. So yes, I started from ABC, coming from that, taking care of the schools and all, starting it all over again was something which was very fruitful. It was like legendary. It was like starting my own legacy, and not just knowing that I am part of this family. It is a pride totally, but it was something starting of my own. It was my baby. So as you don't leave your baby, definitely my companies, Revup and MENTORx, they are my babies itself. So I give them the equal justice and equal time. But trust me, being a mother, it is like giving birth to a miracle, you miracle in yourself. So it was a reminder to me that if I can give a birth to a miracle, why don't I do something on my own? And that made me multitasker as a mother. And in that time, whatever I used to get to hone my efficiency, it used to, mentor the students. It started with students of school to boarding school to universities, and thereon the history is no looking back.
That's so sweet of her to even get the feeling that she is a teacher after achieving so much in her life. Dr. Nancy Juneja, the lady behind MENTORx Worldwide. Okay, so what has been your motivation for MENTORx Global Worldwide, and what exactly is the vision for connecting mentors and mentees on the worldwide scale? Over to you.
So, MENTORx, as the name suggests, it's all about an ecosystem, a thriving, robust ecosystem to connect the mentors and mentees together. And you're very right, it's worldwide. So, one word, one family. We all understood harder way during pandemic, but we actually understood that sitting at one place, we can regulate the business world just on the tips of the cell. And trust me, being the co-founder and CEO of MENTORx, I take pride in telling you that we experienced 10x growth during that 2 years of COVID pandemic, when people wanted collaboration more than competition, when people understood that this is the only way out if we need to grow, if we need to experiment. And trust me, MENTORx was a wonderful player, hand holding, not just education institutions, startup, setting up incubation out there in, startup industry, and launching the concept of from hand holding to ideation to bootstrapping to funding. It was all there. I mean, India is known to be land of unicorns and startups. There is so much behind. That's an untold story. So trust me, when we started, like as you said, what was the vision, why we started it? So when we were entrepreneurs, like me and Dr. Manish being the co-founders of MENTORx, when we started our journey, we learned it hard way. It was 22, 25 years across, and not just we, you, and everyone around. And it was whatever idea we had guts to discuss in front of our parents or educators. It was like people used to say, okay, mind yourself and do the, test run in the, around your family, relatives, then come to us, open your mouth after research. But now is the era, even if you don't have even a single penny in your pocket, but you have a brilliant idea upon, you can rest upon to people, to investors, to VCs. It is a word of, angel investors, venture capitalists, mentor, having helping you at each and every step. So MENTORx made it as a, as we are talking to each other. So any domain area, be it interior, IT, pharmaceuticals, artificial intelligence, to say anything, agriculture, professionals, anybody who want mentor, everybody, be it startup or be it a first generation entrepreneur or the person who has legacy in business, everybody needs mentoring at any point of time. So MENTORx begin with this idea, but trust me, we never knew that it'll be a mass moment. It'll be like around 1,000 chairperson coming over from MENTORxWOMEN, heading different domain, chairperson coming all over, people coming to us and nominating themselves because they are running their own business enterprise. But we introduce a cycle that under the umbrella of MENTORx, without even a single penny investment, you can scale up your business. So I must tell you with pride that there are around more than 500 startups we've mentored, personally, and being the part of Startup India incubator, setting up incubator, the first one in Mauritius, launching the startup economy in Palau, and having that, taking the Indian startup work culture. For us, there's no weekend, no Saturday, Sunday, no 9 to 5. When we are workaholics, that is our passion. So actually, the Western world is abiding by it, and they salute India for that. So taking this culture aboard was a different thing altogether. Apart from it, we have MENTORx School of Learning, where we have, again, Revup definitely had all these life skills and personality development, but with MENTORx, it came a whole flood of youth entrepreneurship, kid entrepreneur module. And you'll be happy to know, we are running in elementary education too. Jindal schools, Airtel schools, not just this, all the IB, CBSE, they have launched the kid entrepreneur module in 11th and 12th. They started it, in a very robust manner. So see, whether you become an entrepreneur or not, it's a different thing, but you should have an entrepreneur mind. And we need to train, we need to mentor our people from formative years. So I get goosebumps when I see my 13-year-old getting the funding, going and pitching. This is wow. When I was 13 years, I was barely just, into my well of books and being a bookworm. That's it. But the kind of exposure, experience people are getting, the students they're getting, it is wow. It is amazing.
Okay, this is an amazing journey, and I think she's just speaking so much from her heart. Imagine 13 साल के बच्चे को funding मिले. This is some kind of mentoring, and being a mother and telling a child to get funded and pitch and concept for business is beautiful. Okay, so firstly, we want to congratulate you on you receiving the Karmaveer Chakra, from the United Nations. Now, tell us, what impact has this recognition, has had on your mission and the skill development and the leadership mentorship? मतलब कैसे लोगों ने उससे relate किया?
So really, it was a wonderful pleasure to receive the Karmaveer Chakra Award by United Nations. That was back in 2019. And I'll say this and many more. I was recognized as the most successful women among the 100 women entrepreneurs in Los Angeles. Then came to be Sarojini Naidu Award, then Bharat Ratna Award, and Sashikt Bharat Samman. I had to name a few of them because trust me, I love them. When I see my wall of honor, I go to my office and I see all of them. It gives me a pat on my back. Each and every testimony that it is not just an award for me and just to pose it up and keep it with me. It is a testimony of the hard work, of the perseverance, to make me remind that there's a long way to go, and there's so many who have trusted you, and this is your responsibility now. You have to take it further with all the accountability. So I feel it is nothing that something changed overnight after a particular award or something. Every day, like the sun rises, a mentor rises, thinking how to bring the light in their mentees, what innovation they should bring in their students' life. So yes, definitely all these awards bring, definitely a pat on the back. But I feel it's all about the ambition. When you set the ambition, it's not about, just achieving that goal and that is it, I've achieved it. It is like, I've got this, now what next? And in the middle, all these awards are like giving you gratitude, a reason to stop by, to pause, and to breathe in that, wow, I soak in gratitude for all the trust and love I've got throughout the years, for all the ventures. Ventures are the name, they are different verticals. But ultimately, people recognize me with my work, with my karma. And that is all about it. And it is just said, जैसे कहते हैं कि, आप शिद्दत से किसी भी चीज को चाहो, तो यूनिवर्स पूरी कायनात लगा देती है वो पूरा करने के लिए. दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंड. आई कीप ऑन गोइंग अहेड, चलते रहे, पीछे देखना सीखा नहीं. एंड जो भी मिस्टेक्स हुई उस पे आगे बढ़ के जो मिलता रहा उसको शुक्राना करके, ग्रैटिट्यूड करके एक्सेप्ट करो और आगे चलते रहो. दैट हैज बीन माय थिंग. सो जस्ट फॉलोइंग इट.
Very beautiful. And she's actually said it, कि शिद्दत से कुछ भी मांगो तो सब लोग, पूरा यूनिवर्स, पूरी कायनात पीछे ही पड़ जाती है कि ले लो, use it, explore it, and hand it over to the public and give back to the society. And I think that is what she's doing, giving back to the society in a very, very, very humble manner. This is beautiful. Okay, Dr. Nancy, tell me, now your baby, Revup skills. Tell me, it's major role in, skilling up the youngsters these days. I feel soft skills is something which is majorly missing these days, you know. And how do you feel that this vertical of yours and this baby of yours can add more value?
Miss Rashi, it is like everything fades away in this world. What remains with us is our talent, is our skills at any point of time. And the fast, dynamic paced world we live in today, everything is very insta. Everybody want instant result, instant success. It's influencer word. So to be really an impact creator is different ballgame altogether. You might get easy success, but trust me, to sustain in that position and to maintain that, you need skills, you need your values. And you're very right. Skills could be anything. It keep on revamping. It's not that particular 15, 20 dozen of skills that you have and then you reach the pinnacle of success. It's nothing like that. You have your knowledge, but there are two things. There is knowledge acquisition and knowledge application. So we have to differ between two. So Revup life skills help them to know that how you eat, how you drink, having skills, adapting to it is a part of lifestyle. So you're very right saying soft skills. I mean, definitely. I mean, it was not that girl should sit like this or boy should behave like this. When I sit as an entrepreneur, when I enter the boardroom, I don't sit as a woman or a male entrepreneur. I sit as a boss lady or as an entrepreneur, speaking my mind. So from what is speaking my mind? It's all about public speaking. It's all about way of speaking. It's about getting your idea across in the same feeling you want to do. It could be only with that compassion, which will come by soft skills. So children have to understand that from formative years. Sometimes people come to me of all age, definitely school age, from 5 to 17 years. And then it begins from adults to goes till 70. I have all kind of people. For example, just gratitude, when we are saying even a simple thank you and sorry, what feeling we are saying, that is what matters. English speaking was the iota of the thing now. It is a universal language. That is it. Hindi is our mother tongue. If we speak Hindi also wonderfully, we can be the wonderful businessmen and business lady. There's nothing about language barrier. But what matters is much more than it. Your soft skills, your interpersonal relation. We all are people person. We know that. Even if we have back office job, we need to communicate with the people to sustain here. Man is a social animal. And what matters is discipline. And discipline is not that following your timetable like a student, not at all. Discipline, even now for me, is whatever I'm doing, I need to do daily in and out. Only then I'm able to stand in front of my students. Only then I'm able to speak with this validity which I have now in my voice. Otherwise, I cannot speak with that confidence. There's something in the life which cannot be bought. And these are skills. You need to learn them. You need to have patience. Your inner conditioning should be like that. So, all of this, maybe we say, I generally say 7 C's, confidence, creativity, conviction, consistence, all of this, or 5 P's, polishing yourself, personality development, passion, perseverance. All of this is literal definition. People call me from different corporates, for camp. I go for my famous signature module is campus to corporate. So, and then school to boardroom. So people, invite me for all that. But I tell them that in 1 hour, I'm not having a magic rod in my hand. You need to have a level 1, level 2. You need to see what I need. And you need to practice day and night. Once you practice it, you become an ace in it. And once you're a people person, we know how it is. Everybody follow you. Your spiritual goal, your financial goals, everything is set in place. So I feel there's a lot of difference that we're gonna make, and we'll keep doing the same.
Skills को develop करोगे तो आपकी पढ़ाई भी अच्छी हो जाएगी. आप सिर्फ पढ़ाई करते रहोगे और skills पे ध्यान नहीं दोगे, आपको दिक्कत आएगी. So this is what she's saying. Okay, wonderful. Just now, like just a couple of days back, you done this very big event at Ludhiana at CT University, and it was a big hit. Tell us about the event and what was the purpose of the event.
Yeah, we just concluded a wonderful annual event, that is the Big Fish Pool, the biggest startup conference, wherein we had a 20 crore funding 53 startups, 13 states coming over and pitching live in front of us, in the City University campus. And there's a lot of humongous work which went behind. Around 400 applications were received, 53 were selected. I mean, who's and who's of the word was there, from entrepreneurs to professionals, those who are really, deserving the title of Rising Star of Bharat. So in the morning, we had the Big Fish Pool, the startup conference, where we had wonderful startup panel and the startup pitches going along. And in the later half, we almost honored around 300 big entrepreneurs, professionals, and real startup who made their name, in this industry by Rising Star of Bharat. You'll be amazed to know that people from different domain areas, around 83 domain areas were there. And when I say big entrepreneur, it is not just by the big volume of their business, the big impact they've created. They are the ones who didn't have any if and but in their life. They were all go-getters and they had their own journey, their own learnings. And it was so amazing to see them sharing their learnings with the university people, students, with the budding startup and rendering their services. So it was a very huge hit, I must say. And it was something which every entrepreneur needs, a pat on their back that yes, we are doing good. We are contributing to the GDP of the economy. And we have to continue doing this. Not just this, while we are, rising, we have to rise others also. So yes, many, many congratulations to you too as your proud recipient of Rising Star of Bharat, dear.
हम तो कैसे आपका शुक्रिया अदा करें? Very few people on the show come and congratulate us, and this is
you deserve it all.
This is amazing. Okay, tell me now, what are the future plans of both on all your ventures that you're doing, Revup Skills and MENTORx and Global?
So sure, it is everything is what future holds for us. And it is not the way we're progressing. It is like universe connecting the dots for us now. Last month, we were in Nepal, Kathmandu University. Next, we are going Sri Lanka, Thailand, and coming up is Taiwan. So much is happening on this ground, and not just the seeds of entrepreneurship, innovation, life skills we are, launching in all these universities. It's much more coming over. So there's so many verticals. Then even our social cause, Rising Bharat Foundation, Santosh Bal Vikas Foundation, all of this are running for the youth development, for the entrepreneurship. So I'll say much happening in the field on the front and much more to come. And rest, probably we laugh at this podcast that we took this interview when I asked for future and you've already done it.
Nice, Dr. Nancy. This is absolutely beautiful. अच्छा, अपना आपका कौन सा एक खास मैसेज है भारत के उन यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स के लिए जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में आना चाहते हैं, वो सारे बच्चे जो बिजनेस करना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए आप ऐसा कौन सा एक मैसेज दोगे?
I'll say to all the ladies who are watching us now and who will be watching us in the near future, keep flying with your dreams, keep making new dreams, and always believe you are the one who is giving birth to miracle. जब आप एक चमत्कार को पैदा कर सकते हैं और सृष्टि ने एक विमेन को ही, विधाता ने एक विमेन को ही ऐसा बनाया है जो हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. सो व्हाई नॉट क्रिएटिंग फॉर आवर ओन सेल्फ? एवरी मोमेंट, कितना भी कुछ हो जाए, हर लड़की सोचती है कि मैं अपने आसपास वालों को, अपने हस्बैंड को, इन लॉस को, बच्चों को कैसे खुश कर सकूं. बट ट्रस्ट मी, आप सबको तभी खुश कर पाएंगे जब आप खुद खुश हैं. सो सेल्फ लव और सेल्फ हैप्पीनेस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आपके अंदर एक गर्ल है जो हमेशा से थी. वो गर्ल कहीं गुम गई है, एंड either she is doing responsibilities of daughter or daughter-in-law, wife, mother, entrepreneur, what is happening, a social worker. But where is that girl who will listen to the inner soul? तो बहुत जरूरत है उस बेबी को नर्चर करने की जो आपके अंदर है. वो अभी भी बच्चा है. And let's say keeping the inner child alive, that is what you have to do to yourself. Gift yourself. Nourish yourself like a newborn baby. Ask yourself, आज मैं क्या करूं जो मुझे अच्छा लगता है? आज मैं क्या करूं जो सिर्फ मेरी खुशी के लिए है? आज मैं क्या करूं जिससे मैं बढ़ रही हूं? एंड जब आप ये सब अपने लिए करोगे, ट्रस्ट मी, आप अपने इंस्पिरेशन बनोगे अपने बच्चों के लिए. आप एक खुश फेस लेके, एक अच्छी वाइब्स लेके अपने पेरेंट्स के पास जाओगे, अपनी फैमिली के, एंड एवरीथिंग विल वर्क ऑन वेरी वेल. आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड दिस माई सेल्फ. In the rat race of corporate entrepreneurship, there were times I was on the I'll say not just skates, I was on a roller coaster. But then I felt I need to pause down. I need to slow down also at times. It is very important to see, is this success that I've got? Am I truly happy? I've got everything in the world, but is I am happy, the girl in me is happy? And if not, I have to seek my happiness. There should be no one in the world who should tell you there is a cap on your creativity. सिर्फ आपको decide करना है when you have to do what you have to do. Yes, we all being a woman are already doing much. So definitely being a woman or a male, it doesn't matter. What matters is nourishing your soul. Please, 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 all the women out there, nourish your soul. Give something every day to you that make you smile. Your smile should not be just dependent on others. It should be dependent on you yourself. The remote control of your life should be in your hand. The football is in your court. It is you who have to, sit on the driving seat and see where my car goes. Nobody else. So I'll say in a very simple language that I wish to see each and every woman, each and every girl a nourisher. Because एक बार एक girl empower होती है तो full world empower होता है. One woman empower the world because they empower their kids, they empower their families, their grandchildren, their spouses, and each and everyone. So it is very important to be an empowered lady. So wish everyone a wonderful time. We all are wearing, this invisible crown of hard work, of multitasking, of, I'll say, perseverance, of sacrifices, so much. So let this crown be there always and sit like a queen and remember that you're born for a reason and one life, make it happen.
I think she's put it beautifully out there, that we have to nourish dil to bachcha hai aur hamesha rahega, and you have to keep nourishing your inner child. This is absolutely wonderful. So, Dr. Nancy Juneja, the guest on our show today, she has been telling us, always remember the journey of passion and purpose is ongoing. And there is nothing in this world that can stop you. थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर साहब कि आप आए और बहुत अच्छा लगा एंड आई एम श्योर हमारे लिसनर्स को आपकी इन बातों से बहुत ही प्रेरणा मिली होगी. ऑल हर डिटेल्स, हर ईमेल आईडी, यू वांट टू स्पीक टू हर, इनवाइट हर एज अ गेस्ट, take mentorship from her. Her details are available on the video and on the post. Dr. Saab, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'll say, as your name suggests, RA by Rashi Foundation, you're doing such a wonderful work. Empowering yourself is one thing, but empowering the world is what you're doing. You're giving back to society. And trust me, it is said, once you want to impact the world, either you can be a mentor or you can be educator or a politician if you want to really impact so many people out. But what you're doing with this, wonderful portal is amazing. I don't know where the ripple effect of this video will go, but surely you'll be getting the blessing of each and everyone who's watching this, and everyone who's watching, as Rashi, Miss Rashi said, trust me, you're welcome to come always, to tweet us, to ping us on LinkedIn. Me, my co-founders, my entire team of MENTORx, we are all there for you. It is a platform where we grow together, we prosper together, and trust me, I'll close with this. Bright things happen when bright people come together. And today we've learned this.